sit down, grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab a
Negroni, Magliato with Prosecco in it.
and let's talk. I hope you guys can hear me, even though I know that there's a lot of noise pollution when I'm outside. That's why I have a mic, but then like the soft part that's supposed to block out the noise pollution is lost. I don't know where it went. Okay. Let's talk about loneliness and being alone in a foreign country. When you move to a new country, especially all by yourself, you are bound to be lonely. Like, it's inevitable. Like, if you have it, all the power to you, damn. But I'm no different. I feel like a lot of people see my life on TikTok and assume that I don't experience loneliness, but that's absolutely not the case at all. I've expressed it a couple times before on my TikTok that I do experience homesickness, I do experience loneliness. It's just that I haven't reached that level of comfort yet where I express like every single time I am feeling lonely. I do tread with caution when I do bring up like my experiences with loneliness, when I do cry, because I do have to remain aware of how privileged I am. I am a content creator here in Korea with millions of followers, and you know, I have a healthy amount of friends here. So I am in a situation where I am privileged. So for me to go on TikTok and like record myself crying, saying I'm lonely, I know some people might view my video and be like, dude, read the room, Anna. There are other expats and foreigners studying abroad here who truly experience loneliness because they don't have the community that I have. So for me to go onto my TikTok, my platform, and say, I'm lonely and like crying, but for other people, it's like people want to be in the position I am. Kind of like, Anna, you don't get how privileged you are. And I felt like those kind of comments would come to me. So I have been kind of reluctant to share like every episode of loneliness I've experienced, all the nights that I cried because I've wanted to have my family nearby me, comforting me. Oh my god, wow, even right now I'm about to cry. I miss my family, I miss my friends. It sucks. But here I am today trying to like debunk that myth. Personally, for me, loneliness is an absolutely debilitating force. I feel crippled. I feel paralyzed. I lack vitality. I lack motivation. And I would say it's a catalyst to a depressive episode as well. So it's definitely a topic and an issue that I don't take lightly. So to be honest, like when I do see other content creators talking about the loneliness that they face, being in a foreign country, whether that's in Korea or them being an expat in a different country, it fucking sucks. I sympathize with them because I know how much it fucking sucks. You start to question yourself and doubt every decision you've made that led up to this point. A decision that you're once so looking forward to, so excited about, moving to a foreign country and living out your dreams. Now you start to question and doubt whether you've made the right choice or not because this loneliness creeps into your soul and devours every ounce of joy and enthrallment you once had. It cripples you and really paralyzes you from feeling any type of way and even going out. And all you can ever think about is going back home to the comforts of your family, your friends, and the community you once had. To be honest, like these are thoughts that always crept into my mind. There was at a point, it was like on a daily basis. And it absolutely sucked that there was no one to really offload these conversations to. To be honest, you might be thinking like, oh, why didn't you just hit someone up or just call your friends and family back home and talk about like what you're dealing with, or just reconnect with like your friends and family back home through social media or FaceTime them. The thing is, loneliness is not a topic you want to talk about. It's not a conversation topic that you want to start out. Sure, it's something that I would talk about if someone asked me about it, but it's not something that I would be personally forthcoming about. So that's the thing about loneliness, is that if no one reaches out to you, initiates, this person, at least for me we just sulk in our own sadness. We wallow in our own sadness. But then now the question is, how have I dealt with loneliness here in Korea? And to be honest, one of the best lessons I've learned so far is that being alone does not equivalent to loneliness. So there are many, many days and hours that I spend by myself. And in the beginning, I kind of was like, man, it sucks that I'm alone and I'm doing all these experiences by myself. I wish I had a friend I was with to go to a cafe, to hit up like these restaurants. But I've learned that being alone doesn't really equivalent to loneliness. In fact, vice versa as well. Being with friends doesn't mean you're not lonely. lonely. So one thing that I've learned is being in a state of loneliness or not isn't contingent upon whether you're in the company of others. You could be by yourself and not be lonely. It's works both ways. One thing that I've really got accustomed to while I'm in Korea is being alone and really enjoying that time to myself. For example, if I do go out, like grab lunch or dinner by myself outside or go to a cafe, I spent the time I had to myself really reflecting and introspecting about a lot of things, everything to be honest, about myself, about others, about society, about culture, experiences, the past, present, and the future. And introspection is absolutely critical, and I would say it only comes when you are really indulging with your mind alone. I would say conversations with others can help spark and ignite a topic and viewpoints that you've never considered. But introspection, the heart of it is going to come when you are by yourself in solitude, in silence, and you just do a deep dive into a certain topic that I would say hits close to your heart, or just something that truly aligns with you and matters to you. It is absolutely critical to understand and delve deep into these topics to uncover you and your identity. I think about the past, the decisions I've made, the actions I've done, the words I have stated, and I reflect on them, whether they were good or bad, and what could I have done differently. I also think about the present. What can I be doing right now, and how can I be grateful of the things that I'm experiencing right now. I also think about the future. What do I want my future to look like? If I want that to be my future, what can I do right now? So it kind of ties in with the present. Now, some people might say thinking about the future gives them anxiety, and I'm not gonna lie, that's partially true for me as well. When I do think about the future, I get anxious and worried because the future is so uncertain. But the thing is, take everything what I just said as literally just that, my opinion, and take what you need, but leave what doesn't align with you with me. You don't have to adopt it. I don't know if what I've wanted to convey in this video was thoroughly conveyed because I didn't script this voiceover. So sorry if the ideas that I was trying to convey is a little bit all over the place or even unclear. Thanks for tuning in.